Dear students, welcome in my next lecture of significance of self-incompatibility. Why should we learn about self-incompatibility in plants? Uh, you see, in many cases of fruit plants, you must be finding that there is one plant and the flowers are bisexual, but there is no fruit set. So this may be the reason that pollen grains are there, female parts are there, flower is normal, bisexual, but still fruit set is not there. Probably in some cases of this amla, if you see. So it is said that whatever fruit plants you are having, so you should have the 2 or 3 different types of varieties of fruit plants which are having different types of self-incompatibility group. Then only there will be fruit set because of the cross-pollination of these varieties among themselves. So this is one that you should know, that if fruit set is not there, is there the case of self-incompatibility? Then you can suggest for planting other variety of that particular fruit plant. So that is one case. Another is the significance for plant breeders is mainly that as you are using male sterility, though it is all abnormality, so you can use this self-incompatibility also for your hybrid seed production, because if you are going to exploit heterosis in the form of hybrid varieties or hybrids, then you need to provide the hybrid seed to the farmers at larger scale. So you should have proper mechanism of hybrid seed production. So apart from male sterility, this self-incompatibility is also a tool for hybrid seed production in many crops wherever self-incompatibility is available. So if you see that the significance here in your self-incompatibility in your plant breeding, is the main use of this self-incompatibility is hybrid seed production. Try to see here that in this case you are interplanting 2 different varieties for getting the hybrids. What you do for hybrid seed production, you are crossing between 2 different varieties and you are getting the seeds. They are hybrid seeds you are providing to the farmers. So if you are planting, you have to have interplanting. You are going to interplant the 2 different varieties. Then you are going to get the seeds. And these 2 different varieties must be self-incompatible, but they must be cross-compatible. The varieties are different. You see, these varieties are different, but they must be self-incompatible. And this is your area. Say for example, this you have grown for seed production in 1 acre or in 1 hectare. You have grown like this 2 different varieties for which you are going to get the hybrid seed. What is happening here, once it is self-incompatible, means there will not be seed set because of the self-pollination. So self-pollinated seed you are not going to get. When this one is, this variety, this first first, second, first, second, first, second, first, second. Yeah. So this variety, there will not be self-pollination. So whatever seed setting is there, that is because of the pollen grains coming and pollinating this. And similarly, whatever seed setting you are getting here, that is only because of the pollination done by variety number 2 to variety number 1, because there is no self-pollination. So, what is the benefit here? If you compare with the male sterility, seed production through male sterility and seed production through self-incompatibility. So, in case of male sterility, you see whatever male lines are there. Say for example, if you are putting 6 rows of female, 2 rows of male, 6 rows of female, 2 rows of male, 6 rows of female, 2 rows of male. So whatever 2 rows in 1 acre you are having of male, they are not giving you the hybrid seed. Whatever male sterile lines are there, 6 rows, 6 rows, 6 rows, you are going to get the hybrid seed from that male sterile plants only. So, but here you are going to get hybrid seed from all the plants. Why? Because all are the hybrid. One is 1 cross 2, 2 cross 1, 1 cross 2, 2 cross 1. So they are all the cross of variety number 1 and 2. Of course, we used to see the cytoplasmic impact also, because there should not be cytoplasmic differences in the seeds, in the hybrid seeds. Then only we can go for the hybrid seed production through this self-incompatibility. So if you see the per unit area, total, whatever seed you are producing through self-incompatibility, all the plants are producing hybrid seed. But in case of male sterile, only female male sterile plants are producing the hybrid seed. So per unit area hybrid seed production is enhanced in this case. So this is the main significance of self-incompatibility for plant breeders. Now we would like to see that how you are eliminating the self-incompatibility if you wish to eliminate self-incompatibility. So if you wish to eliminate the self-incompatibility in a particular crop, then what should you do? Because crop is naturally self-incompatible. So what do you, how you are going to get the self-fertile varieties in those crops? If you are willing so you can do 2-3 things. That by doubling the chromosome number, in some cases it has been observed that by doubling the chromosome number you are making that crop self-fertile in some cases. Or another technique is there that you can go for induced mutation to convert your plant into a normal self-fertile. That can also be done. But of course these are the very tedious job. And even if sometime you wish to convert a plant into self-fertile from self-incompatible nature, then you can transfer the self-fertile gene from donor parent. Of course, this is also very tedious. So these are the options which can be applied and which can be tried to do so. So this is the elimination of self-incompatibility. Now I'll be talking about the suppression of your self-incompatibility if you wish. Yeah, before suppression we should try to see the problems in use of self-incompatibility for hybrid seed production if you talk. So simple thing you see that for hybrid seed production, if you are having two parents and both the parents are self-incompatible, so how you are going to get pure seed of these two parents next year for hybrid seed production? This is the great trouble in using self-incompatible for hybrid seed production. So manual sib mating, or whatever you can say that by hand pollination, is very costly and tedious job. This is the major drawback, because you have to maintain the parents, both the parents. How you are going to maintain it? So it is maintained by sieve mating, by hand pollination, sieve mating. The variety is same, having the two different types of alleles of having self-incompatibility reaction. So this is one. The another is why at the time of hybrid seed production, which I have shown you earlier, that in that plot where you have interplanted two varieties which are self-incompatible, but sometimes these environmental factors, particularly the high temperature, high humidity, these are creating problem, and sometimes the self-incompatibility breakdowns because of these high temperature and high humidity, etc. So this also giving you the self seed. You are not knowing whether you are giving to the farmers the self seed or the hybrid seed. You are happy that you are going to give the hybrid seed. Of course, there may be the mixture of about 30-40% of self seed. So they will be visible when it is grown. 70% are hybrids, 30% are self seed because of this environmental fluctuations. This is the case. The another problem is that the transfer of, if you wish to transfer that for self-incompatibility, if you want to make a variety a self-incompatibility, which variety is not self-incompatible, so it is very tedious to transfer the self-incompatible gene into it. So these are the major problems in utilizing self-incompatibility for hybrid seed production. So for proper utilization of self-incompatibility, sometimes you need temporary suppression of self-incompatibility. Why? For maintaining your parental lines, parent 1, parent 2. Because you cannot get the seed of parents for next year because there is no self-pollination. Of course, self-pollination is there is no seed set because of self-pollination, because of self-incompatibility reaction. So temporary suppression, not genetic elimination, as I have described the genetic elimination of a site through genetic nature. This is not genetic nature. This is you are suppressing in this generation. You are getting the seed, next generation they will be self-incompatible, and you can utilize that seed for hybrid seed production. So what you can do, whatever possible means are there in your particular crop, whatever possible means, you can use those techniques for maintaining the parental lines. In some case, bud pollination. In case of bud pollination, prior to 3-4 days prior to anthesis, you are opening the bud. Stigma is not receptive. Even then, you are using the matured pollen grains of the same variety. You are pollinating it, and it is, in many cases it has been seen that there is self seed setting through bud pollination. Surgical techniques. You are be- uh, sometimes you are using, you are removing, or you can some portions of the stigma you are removing, and because of that pollen germination, unself pollination has been observed. So in those cases you can use surgical technique. High temperature, in many cases, in large scale, if you wish, you can grow in the some chamber or in your temperature controlled glass house. You can grow your parental lines and give your high temperature, and because of the high temperature, self incompatibility breaks down temporarily, and they will give the self seed. So you can do this also. High humidity, similarly, you can go for high humidity. Because of the high humidity, self incompatibility is breaking, and you are getting the self seed of the parental lines. And in some cases you are providing the in tunnels, you are growing the crop, the parental lines, and you are moving the carbon dioxide concentration, you are increasing, and because of that there is breakdown of self incompatibility, temporary breakdown. Sometimes if you are spraying the salt, that is also suppressing the self incompatibility, and plants are becoming self fertile. And sometimes end season pollination, it has been observed that when season is ending, at the end of season, self seeds are obtained. So that can also be seen to get the self seed uh, for maintaining the parental lines. Double pollination is also there, that you are compatible and incompatible. Both the pollen grains are being used for pollination, and then you are getting the seed set. So you try to see the plants which are of self type. You can observe the plants very clearly that these are the parental plants, and you can use those plants for hybrid seed production, and you can remove other plants which have been fertilized by the compatible pollen grains. So, and there are many ways through which you can utilize for temporary separation for maintaining the parental lines. So this is all about the self incompatibility in crop plants. What is this self incompatibility? In two videos I have described the definition, the mechanism, the classification, the use utilization, particularly the significance, and what are the hindrances, what are the problems, how you can overcome some problems. All these in short I have described, and if I get some time in future, I'll be elaborating in proper way. Thanking you very much.